I bought a new car and it's great, except for I just got that body panel off because you can see it's not very straight there because it had a run-in with the Nissan Rogue. And actually the GTI won. The Nissan Rogue had to be trailered away and this thing drove home. It's not too bad. Hopefully going to get that straightened out and get it ready for autocrossing, because my wife and I are going to race this car. This is a 1986 GTI. It's got the 8-valve engine, so it's the lighter engine. Has no air conditioning, so it already has some weight reduction on my side. And the only other thing I need to do is put in a manual steering rack to save a little more weight. I guess I didn't mention, I plan on making this into an autocross car. Right now, my Vette is over here looking pretty sad because blew up one engine, and I got another one coming. I just don't have the money to finish it before next season. So I took a very strict $2,000 budget to buy and fix a car and get it ready to race. And my wife is going to race this with me, which is really cool. And also, I'm waiting on parts on this thing. I just today got a word that my new custom carbon fiber drive shaft, the replacement to the bent one, I ordered an aluminum one that was bent. Now I'm upgrading to carbon fiber. Anyway, I just got the thing saying that that's shipping in the next couple of days. Yeah, so that's going to be a while. And I definitely don't have the $24,000 to finish building out that one before next season. So $2,000 gets me this thing, and it's in really good shape. Other than this this little accident here that it got into, the guy that I bought it from just got it done. Literally had the tags in his hand from going through DEQ, and just got it aligned, and then someone hit him in an intersection and just wrecked the front of it. So it mechanically runs really well. It does have 308,000 miles, which is a lot. It's got dry rotted tires. Watch out for those when you're buying cars. But the rest of the car, like even so, this side of the car was obviously in the accident. Like, look at that. Like, everything's still well aligned with the body. All the body gaps are fine. It seems that it's hopefully just the rear tie rod, and the shock tower seems to be in the right place, so maybe I got lucky, I don't know. But the interior is in really good shape. It's a little unfortunate. Well, I guess it's in good shape except for the headliner. That's pretty messed up. But it's in really good shape for what it is. I mean, this is a almost 40-year-old car, and it's got the cool GTI interior. The seats are actually in good shape. They're not really torn or anything like that. The carpet's in pretty good shape. The dash has seen a little bit of a better days. It's got some cracks and whatnot, and it's got manual door windows, which is awesome because I want a light car. But all of that works great. It's really wet because I just bought it yesterday. It was pouring rain. But the rest of the body's in really good shape. Like this rear hatch, the trunk, and it's got all these plastic pieces. Those haven't rotted out. Like it just works. It actually almost pushes itself up. It came with a bunch of spare parts from everything when it was hit. So I got to go through all that. The trunk's not rusted out because all the drains work. The sunroof works. The rest of the car is in really good shape. It's a real shame that it got hit. But that's what allowed me to buy it for a good price. I will be stripping off everything non-cosmetic on this car. My wife really wants to save a lot of the interior, but I plan on as much as possible making this thing as light as possible. So the next step in this build, I gotta get that front straightened out so I can drive it and just see how the suspension is. As long as the suspension's good, going to literally gut the entire interior, even the dash. And because Volkswagen's put this like sound deadening stuff, it's kind of like a real thick glue that's just like smothered under all the different seats and up in the dash and in the back. So I'm going to dry ice that out, and that should save like 15 pounds. And then probably not going to put the rear interior back in at all. Going to cut that out, going to cut out all the shelving, put in a brace between the two strut towers. But keep the front interior, keep the door cards, keep the dash, or at least the top of the dash. And this thing did not come with AC, so it doesn't have an AC box or the condenser or any of that. So save 15 pounds, I think, inside because it has the non-AC internals. And then also it doesn't have the coil or anything like that. which is great for me. I didn't want any of that stuff, but this has all the GTI, you know, front sway bar and things like that. And I think I can't remember if the 8-valve has a little bit, I think it has a different cam, something like that. Anyway, this is going to be a race car, my wife and I. It's going to look really good on the outside, hopefully. I don't know what I'm going to do about this. You can see this thing. This thing took quite some damage, but the shock tower, like I said, seems to be in the right place. But yeah, hoping to make this an ultra light little autocross racer that my wife and I can drive. I'm not going to put any money into making the engine any faster, just going to lighten the car as much as possible, and that's where I'm going to get my speed, I hope. It's not going to be anything like that beast, but it's something to race, and I couldn't go a season without racing, and I just could not come up with it. To finish that ride, I need around $24,000 more dollars. I just don't have that much money. So I set aside $2,000 on this. I got the car for a really good price, and now I got to figure out how to get it titled and all the other stuff. And unfortunately, I do have to budget money for tires, which puts me over the $2,000. Oh well. I was looking for an S10 so I can reuse these rims and tires, but we'll see how it goes. These are, I would hope, a lot cheaper than my my big 315s that I normally put on there. But yeah, I guess check back for a lot more videos on the GTIs. Obviously, I got a lot of work to do on this thing. After I get this fixed, that'll probably be the next video, is talking about getting this fixed. And then the next video after that is going to be stripping the interior, see what's inside, lightening it, you know, cutting out some back stuff, doing a lot of stuff. If anybody needs some GTI parts, I got some. This thing's in really good shape. I almost feel bad kind of taking some pieces off of it, but don't worry, I will be respectful as I can to the car, and I will be saving all the pieces. I'm not like throwing things away. So I can always put it back to stock, but trying to get it light as possible right now. Anyway, thanks for watching. Come back and see some more later.